And if you had to like, so you love your city, you love the scene here, but is there another place you've been in the world that you were like?
Of course, Jen wants the critique. Jen wants.
No, I don't want the critique, but I just want to know, like, is there another place that for you kind of, I don't know necessarily what your personal focus and like aspirations are, but maybe there's another city that provides more of that you're like, oh yeah, this is the vibe here. Like I know you trained in Memphis or like, no?
I trained in New York. No,
New York.
That was Pax and them.
Okay. I thought you traveled with them. But yeah, like is there another place for you that you love in a different way or?
New York and France.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. France is super battle heavy. Yeah. It's hostile territory.
Yeah,
it's
true.
super hostile. So it's like you better like hold yourself together when you get there. You know, you better be able to have a backbone and to speak and to talk your shit. You know, so to me,
I feel like once you have that, they're kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's when they welcome you in.
Yeah,
you know, so it's like I didn't enjoy myself in France until the fourth time I went there. It's like I went there 3 times and I did not enjoy myself until the fourth time where it was like, okay, now I'm not here to win a battle. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna dance with people, exchange, gain from the experience, and also give, because I just don't want to take and leave, you know. And that's the only time I actually enjoyed myself, you know. But yeah.
Because what was the feeling when you were leaving? The times you didn't like it, were you like pissed off or just disappointed or like?
Both, pissed off and disappointed. Pissed off because I felt like what I was saying wasn't communicated, it wasn't received, and disappointed because I mean you didn't make it past the prelims, and you're like, damn, yo, I spent all this money, traveled all the way through to here, and I'm leaving with nothing. You know, when you're in the mentality of like, yo, I need to gain something like material from being here, you know.
Yeah, I think when I first went to France, I kind of got lucky. Well, not lucky, but like, you know Sasha, the popper?
Yeah.
Like, the first time I ever went to France, like, I had met her in London on a job. And I went to France to hang out with her. So I went there and I hung out with her and Cynthia. And
she's really nice.
Yeah, super nice. And some of the, like, that's how I met Stokos, Yanka, a lot of these Blondie. So I kind of met all of the, I know, right? I met all of them through Sash and through Bandidas and those guys. And it was like almost like a cheat code to Paris, because it was like I went there with them. And then anytime I went to a session or I went to thing, I was with them. So I kind of got the nice side of people, because they were like, oh, you're a friend of Sasha or you're a friend of Blondie or whoever.
If somebody brings you, like, there's just these kinds of, there's places that I feel if you just come on your own, like I feel like Montreal, even if you come on your own, people will be super welcoming, like, hey, where you from, want to come to my house after, we're having a dinner. Like people that are very welcoming like that. But in a place like France, like unless you are with somebody, people will not give you the time of day.
Do you feel like that about London?
No, I feel like London is kind of in between Montreal and Paris, where people in London won't go out of their way to be like, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you want to come with us? But at the same time, if you ask people for help in London, they will help you. Whereas I feel like if you ask for help to people in Paris, they're going to be like, oh, no, don't know. Like, they're just not really going to, like, respond. Whereas I feel like, people in London won't make it a point to do it, but if you reach out, then they will help.
That's interesting. A lot. Sorry to cut you off, but a lot of people, a lot of dancers that came from France to Montreal mentioned the same thing. That like they just be standing on the street looking like they're looking for directions, and people would just like come to them and be like, yo, are you okay? Do you need to
outside of the dance scene, like just normal people?
Like, are you looking for somewhere to go? Like, can I help you with something? You know? And they were shocked. They were like, yo, people actually come through and like offer help.
Yeah, I remember like Lemzo, he came for Chaos Unleashed, and he was like so shook because he was jet lagged or something, and he was at the event and he was like kind of sleeping in a corner or like kind of dozing off and falling asleep, and somebody came to wake him up, and they were like, wake up, like, do you want to dance with me? Like, do you want a session? Like, let's get down.
Who's this cutie? What?
Yeah. And he was like, Lemzo was just like, well, he was making fun of people in Montreal, like saying get down.
Yeah.
Especially in French, like, ça tente de get down. So he was like, I was sleeping and somebody just came to see me like, est-ce que tu veux get down? And he just like said, I woke up, and I was like, yeah, okay. But I was just, that's so not that so typical, but that's such a Montreal thing of, oh, you're here, well, let's make something out of it, you know?
Oh, that's cute.